This is gonna be the 1 year Savage Mike comedy special podcast.
You got a mic. You got three
with
microphones right in front of you.
super dope, fucking super dope, awesome Von Spreck, who just tried to talk during the intro like a dickhead. But we're here with Von Spreck, me and Tall Guy. We done a couple podcasts. Have you ever done podcasts before,
I've done
Von
one,
Spreck?
yeah.
Good deal, bro.
I've done two.
Yeah, man.
Before
So
this. Actually, I ran two before.
hopefully this one's in focus, right, Tall Guy?
Yeah, I hope it's fucking in focus. The last one was like.
We got somebody with real camera skills this time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
Or
nice
do you got
Nokia.
camera skills, Von Spreck, or
I've
what?
filmed several
All right,
things
tight.
before.
Yeah. Von Spreck's on it. How long since you started doing comedy, Von Spreck?
It's been 9.5 months.
Mm-hmm.
I did March 1st last year.
Yeah, that's probably. Where did I see you first at? Didn't I see you out south?
I don't know where
Was
you
it
saw
out
me
south where I
first.
met you too?
Yeah,
Didn't I see you at Peter Cohen's mic?
I
I used to go to that
Wrongest
one.
joke, Mike. I think that's where.
Yeah,
I met
that's
Vaughn.
where I see
I know.
Von
I
Spreck
started
the first
talking
time,
to
too.
Vaughn. The first time I really talked to Vaughn was that night with the knife.
Churrito.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hobo knife.
That was my first ever
You ever
mic
heard
was a
that story?
churrito.
Dude, we were sitting there on the front porch, me and Josue, and Vaughn comes walking up, and Josue's like, "Hey, what's up?" And we all start talking, and then this hobo comes walking up, and he's like, "Guys, I just had my fucking $600 bike stolen." And he's all standing there and he's all pissed off about it. And his friend stands on the other side of Vaughn, who's just standing there, and he's in between them. And this guy just like randomly like pulls out a knife. Like, was it a knife or a pair of
Scissors.
It was scissors.
It
Yeah,
was.
just
He pulled
a
out
pair of
scissors.
And
Yeah,
he's
oh,
just,
that's a hobo
like,
knife.
He like stays like, "I'm gonna stab the person who stole my bike," and he's like stabbing it right here to me, like
Right
very
next to
close,
his
like right
face.
next to my face. And Vaughn's just. What did he say? He
We
was-
cracked some joke about it, and he was like, "I'm not in the mood to laugh." We're like, dude, this is a comedy open mic, so yeah, you're in the right place.
Yeah.
I love Churrito. That was the first place I ever did comedy at, dude.
That,
for
me
real.
too. That was my first
Yeah.
ever open mic. I watched, actually it was Noah and Laura. She moved.
Yeah,
And
it was.
they were doing this story together on stage, and they ended up getting in an argument with someone in the next room about how to do a proper Nazi salute. So that was really fun. That was my first night of comedy.
Yeah, Churrito. I think I fucking walked off stage early, like, cause I forgot my shit. I was like a minute and a half in on my 4 minutes, and I got all fucking flustered. I walked off like a pussy.
Oh.
But then after that night, like, I didn't do comedy for like a week because I felt like a pussy and shit. But after that night, I always said I'm gonna go to the light for
Always
sure.
go to the
Always
light.
go to the light at least, dude.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I have. And that's like, so 9 months. I think I started right about a year ago, like fucking a year and a month or whatever. But then I walked off a Churrito and I got all embarrassed with myself, and I didn't do it for like 2-3 months. And then like come April the next year, I got right back into it real good. And that's where I seen you down south. I think I seen you down south, but then we all started seeing each other a lot at like Irish Rover and
Yeah,
shit.
Irish Rover. I saw
yeah.
you a lot of Scruffy's and like
Yeah.
all those
Scruffies I
places.
used
Yeah.
to go to a lot. Yeah.
The first mic I did here was, the first mic I did when I moved here was that Wrongest Joke mic, Peter Cohen's one. But the first mic I ever did in Denver is I came up in July of 2017 for an EDM show. And I had just went around and I skated all day, and then I was just looking for a mic that night, and it happened to be Lions Lair. So Lions Lair was the first night I went.
Oh, that's cool.
Dude, no, it wasn't.
Holy shit,
It
or
was
what?
so bad. No, so like I had got ecstasy the night before, so I'm doing fucking ecstasy all day skating, and then I decided to go to Lions Lair. And I didn't realize how late it was, and so I'm sitting there drinking fat tires, and I got drunk as fuck. And it was a packed room. It's the packedest I've ever seen that room even since. And I go up on stage near the end, and I'm fucking trashed. And I start off with the fucking the rifle bit, and then it just goes downhill from there so hard. And I just remember there was this one point where the only laugh I got was that joke of my dad always gave me a good piece of advice. Always make sure to have a job before you quit the one that you're on, which is hilarious because that's exactly how I treated his wives. And there was one guy in the back that went, "Ha!" Oh, we're not laughing. And then he just went down.
Hell yeah.
Uh,
Fuck
Is that
yeah.
Dave? Does he go to Lions Lair ever?
Yeah,
Dave?
I've seen him.
Yeah.
Bald dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might have
He
been
was at the Christmas thing, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he
I know
was
who
there.
David. No, he was at
Yeah.
the Monkey Bar.
Yeah, he was
when
at
I was
Monkey
doing,
Bar
when I
for-
did my set.
He's always
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
show. Like,
Yeah.
almost every day it seems
He's
like.
been in Texas for my son.
But if there's one person in the audience going, "Ha!" I just assume it's Dave.
yeah,
It's like,
well, he has that high pitch like ha.
he always does that. Yeah.
Chorito was dope. Tripping acid that last night at Chorito,
dude,
that was off the chain,
insanity.
dude. That was off the chain, bro. I couldn't believe it, dude.
Like the way we got it was
Yeah,
just
Yeah, we were at Violet's, because Violet's here in a little while, right, you guys? We might try to make it to Violet's, and then Stoney's now. But before Stoney's was fucking Chorito. And oh, fuck, like I said, it was my first place ever doing comedy. And then me and Tall Guy were sitting there chilling at Violet's. And the homie, Sam, time traveler himself, dude, you could tell he's high. We're shooting pool, and Sam walks up, and he's like watching the pool balls, like, and we're like, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "Oh, I took some acid." We're like, "No shit, bud." And he's like, "You want some?" And we're like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" So he gives Tall Guy a couple little fucking drops on in his hand. Tall Guy takes it, and then he drops me, but he drops a little drop, and then he's like wiggling the thing to try to make more come out. And that second drop was like a puddle, dude. And I'm like,
it overtook the other one. It was just like one big.
No, there was a little one and then a big one right here. And I'm like, "Are you serious, Sam?" He's like, "Yeah, man, dude." So we ate it, and then not even. Were you tripping during your set? Cause
Like
you went back,
that's when I started tripping. It's
Yeah,
right
yeah.
when I went up on stage at Violet's venue, and I was like, and that's why I said that thing. I was just like, you ever do acid before you go up on stage, and then the guy that gave you the acid goes up, and you realize it was a bad idea.
Well, Sam's talking about doors. He's like, "Have you ever walked
You
through
ever been-
doors?" Yeah.
Y'all know about doors? He did that joke for like 3 weeks straight.
Yeah,
too.
dude.
And every
It's
time the
because-
audience was like, "Go on."
It's because he's high on acid, dude.
Yeah.
Doors gotta be tripped out, dude. No, we were at Chorito. We was fucking high as fuck, laughing, having a good old time. But like, we'd walk into the front room by the bar, right? And then there's Sam Mitchell passed out like that. And then we'd walk in to the room in the back, and then there's Sam Mitchell passed out like this. It's like, how the fuck did he get it over there?
We didn't see him move
We didn't
once.
see him move once, but we kept seeing him passed out in different spots all over fucking Chorito. So that must have been like time travel.
He was like
acid.
up on the he was like in
Yeah.
the first 2 rows for a little bit, and then
Yeah.
just like over back outside.
Oh man.
Him and Noah meeting each other was the funniest shit.
Oh
in the
yeah,
world. It was
I
like-
got that shit recorded, dude. I do. They were like, "Hey Sam, have you ever met Noah?" And Sam's like, "No,
You
man."
just feel a black hole forming
Yeah.
to consume the universe.
Yeah, that was the shit, dude. That shit was funny.
Where did you start comedy, Vaughn?
It was here. Yeah, I mean,
At
I've been
El
doing.
Torito's was the first
Yeah,
place?
that was my first night doing stand up. I did.
When did you
I
start
did
doing it like
improv,
seriously, like more? Oh, you did improv before?
Yeah, I did that for a couple
That explains a
years. Does it? I feel like I'm usually pretty rehearsed on stage. I don't know. Like I'll do something real quick right off the bat, maybe that comments on someone's set or on the host. I'll do like one joke that's improvised up front, but most of my stuff is like fairly planned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I
know.
barely write jokes. I just talk about.
Yeah,
my
I don't
life.
think you. I didn't
I've
think
never
you right.
seen, never seen you with a
I
notepad.
just figured out like a few things that work that you can do, and you just fucking run with it.
Yeah, like a lot of people like the drug stories and stuff like that. Like I
Yeah.
made a couple jokes.
The lift story.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
list
or,
stories. That shit's cool though. You know, that's real life shit. You know, I think that's
Yeah.
the funniest.
When you
Some
just
of the
figure
funniest
out, you
stuff.
figure out how to say it in a fun
Yeah,
way.
and like
you're kind of
uh,
like a character of yourself on stage. So,
That is- it's
yeah,
cool
It
thing.
works really well.
Yeah.
Or like one week you figured out that if you said like instead of saying window, you're like, if I say winder, people think it's funny. So as I looked out the winder, and like ever since, every time you do that, people
Yeah, no,
fucking
I
lose their
talk all-
minds.
I talk
you
messed
just,
up.
like,
That's why I
figure out
got
a thing that works and then just
Dispensary.
run with it.
dispensaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. Then why people don't know shit about dispensaries? Yeah.
What's your like? Do you just go off of that? When's
No,
someone's
I
like, 'cause,
write-
Like I know you've written before.
I write premises.
Yeah.
Like that's where, you know, like I'll start off like new rules, and then like that can evolve into like either like rules for doing dope or like buying weed or shit like that. You can make up your new rule shit. Like then I talk about like premises. Like I say, everything's changed. Like my whole neighborhood. I'm from Denver. We're in North Denver right here. My mom messed with Von Spreck saying you're in the north side now, bitch. But yeah, we're in the north side, and now everybody calls it the Highlands. That's just real estate jargon and shit, dude. It trips me out. Like, I'll talk about that, and then, then
make it funny.
Yeah, make it funny. Like, I did my cowboy voice. Like, I've been finding that these voices are a pretty good thing to fall back on, too. Like, the cowboy voice from when that dude said I wasn't a Mexican. I'm like, well, boy, howdy, I guess I'll be a cowboy from now on. Screw that shit, dude. That shit was funny. It's dope, dude.
No, that's just
and then,
hilarious.
like, even with other voices, like the silly white guy voice, you could get away with anything with that. You could say something slightly racist. You could say, you could fucking talk about dope, girls, pussy, anything, dude, with that voice.
But like that's a lot of
goofy. Yeah.
But that's like I like your. I know you write a lot of jokes, and I know you write a lot of jokes. Like the fucking your fucking old people dying. Hooking up app, that shit's funny. Dude. That shit's tight, dude. I kind of make fun of you.
No, I helped him write some of the tags for that one too.
No,
that was fun.
Vaughn got a lot of popsicle stick jokes.
I don't have a single dude. No, I was
They're
just gonna
cute.
say.
They're cute, dude. I like them though, dude.
I don't write like jokes at all. Like classic setup punch. Like I feel like I do a lot of impressions, and most of what I do is just like my impression of a comedian.
Yeah.
Like I don't sit and write like a joke that's meant to be one joke. It's always like a weird story or like a string of things that fit together in a weird way.
See, I've got I hit like certain points, because I'll have a premise. I'll write out certain jokes, but a lot of the times I just have a premise. Like that's what the whole fucking drugs at work thing was. Is I just like thought about that and then I just go off on it for a while, and I have those punchlines already planned out. But then everything around it, like depending on like that one time when I was at Rover, instead of just saying like I'm high as fuck and I'm killing it up here, I brought you up and then I brought me up, and it got an even bigger laugh because it was like a double punch, and it's like. The structure of the way that I look at of stuff is always like a right turn, because I'm always trying to make people laugh at stuff that they like in polite company you probably wouldn't laugh at. Like that's what I like to make people laugh about. And so when I do jokes about like school shootings or stuff like that, it's always this left turn kind of thing. Yeah. And I mean I don't know anything still, I will say, but I have been doing this a little bit longer than you guys. And like my joke structure changed very drastically from the beginning, because the beginning was a lot of that like easy setup punchline single ones, and they were like really shorter. And now I can like figure out how to do multiple punchlines in a row, like with that with the online dating bit. I have like 3 punchlines in a row that I can just go right onto, and I know that one's better than the next, and stringing them together always like gets the crowd, because they're like, 1, I didn't expect that, 2, I didn't expect that, and then 3, you just punch them with a really hard one, and then they're really into it. But a lot of the times when people aren't into your fucking shit, they're like, what the fuck did he just say?
I was laughing, I was clowning Vaughn. So we did my homeboy's fucking New Year's Eve party. It's a bunch of Mexican people. You know what I mean? But fucking tall guy killed it, dude. I was laughing. They had him. He was cracking up. He was even talking shit to the people in the back.
Yeah, we were surrounded. There was like a bunch of Mexicans over there.
There's like a bunch of people by the bar, and then there's like fucking my homeboy's niece and her boyfriend. And, man, they were trying to clown and talk shit. And then he goes, forget about those guys back here. Just pay attention to me. And he just got them all under control for that last. It was the dating app.
It was
killer right there at the end, too.
Or did I? Well, it doesn't really matter what I ended on.
Yeah, it was tight.
Have you booked on what's the longest time you've done? Like in front of an actual crowd?
Probably about 10.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could definitely do longer at this point. Well, and it's got to the point now where like I get something that works and I just throw it away just to keep writing. I think writing the process of it is definitely like a huge thing.
No, yeah, you want the exercise of it always. 'Cause
Yeah,
you don't
and
want
that
to run
makes
out of practice.
improvising easier too. Where like my mind is just always working that way. I
Mm-hmm.
noticed, the more work I put in, the more bits do just like come to me, and the more work I do, like the less I actually have to try, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Where your mind just starts. Like I saw a thing, this laser tag bit that I'm doing tonight. I literally drove by a sign that said like now with laser tag, and I was just like, why the fuck is it laser tag? You don't play tag. I'm not it. And I just went. I have like 2.5 minutes on that shit now.
Yeah.
And then there's a story from years ago. Allegedly, me and some friends were high on LSD and we played laser tag. And then I just like exaggerate and go crazy with it. And,
Yeah, it always
and all
reminds
that
you of
started-
something else funny
Like yeah, there
and
was always
different.
like that thing was like in the back of my mind for months. I was like, I should write about that. And then I just saw this thing with laser tag, and I came up with a bit for that. I was like, why the fuck is it even called laser tag? And then I just went on for like, and it all just like flowed one thing after another. And now I don't know, it's okay. I haven't tried it out too much, but I think it's probably pretty good. Fucking, who was it? Voodoo loved it last night, or at least parts of it. And then, I don't know, those Streets of London. I can't do that venue.
Dude,
at
Streets of
all.
London is that mic.
It's
that,
a
like,
hit or miss one, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
I
like,
only miss though. That's
but no, that's just like
I've gotten
you-
laughs there like 3 times.
That's
dude.
like
It's
that's
so-
like Lions
ah.
Lair, Streets. There's another couple of late ones. That's like
My
when-
mic, like
when,
yeah. it
when
just
you
is
when
kind
you
of-
get that crowd and you actually make them laugh, you know you earned your keep right there. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
they're usually just comics, assholes. You know what I mean? But if you get 2 or 3 of them to laugh, then you kind of want a little
yeah,
bit, dude.
no,
you know what I
it's
mean?
all,
Sure.
It's all bad.
So that's like-
Well, and I thought that I had completely bombed. I saw Phil in the back
Yeah.
laughing kind of to himself, and that always sucks too. Where it's like you
Yeah.
see people that think it's funny, but not enough to like laugh out
Yeah,
loud.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
watching the crowd, some of them are at least like interested, and just
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's like- I think-
see what you're doing there.
I
And-
think
but then
I-
they don't laugh. and
my
it's like-
favorite one is just like yeah, and they just like point their finger.
It's like yeah,
It's like,
thanks, thanks for your quiet support. Great.
yeah.
Yeah. No, but also that was the first one that I think I've only had like 3 shows where I actively turned the crowd against me. And that one was the first one that was mixed. I saw like a few people that were kind of digging it, but quietly, and then I heard after I got off, like that was fucking brutal. I don't think they knew I could hear it.
Shit, dude, I had the most fucked up time up at Breckenridge, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Dude,
was
I had a
it was
really good show
awful.
up there,
It was
actually.
awful, dude. Oren, like from the get, bro. Oren couldn't get nobody riled in.
Really?
And then I forget his name, but he went up there and he did his, and then Oren comes to me because he had me third in like 6 people. He had me third or fourth, and he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, dude, do you think you can get this crowd under control for me, bro?" And I was like, "I'll try." I was like, "I'll try," because I guess I'm a Mexican thug.
yeah.
I guess I'll be like, "Hey, motherfucker, calm down, bitch," you know, or something. You know, he thought that I was gonna.
I'll take you to the north
and
side
I
and
did
show you
try.
my
I
mom.
did. I tried. I fucking went up there, and because it was a ski town, I was like, "Yeah, I like Trump, but I heard he skis in jeans." I was like, "So now he's just opposed." All right, and then this dude's like, "You're racist," and I'm like, "What? Are you serious?" Like fucking that video we watched earlier, that one right
Yeah.
there. The homeboy's like at the vape thing, and he's like, this dude's wearing Trump, and he's like, "No, I'm not serving you. You're racist." You know what I mean? It's fucked up. But then I was like, "I'm not racist, bro. I hate everybody, dude. Don't worry." But it was my worst open mic ever. And then at the end, I think I got the best compliment ever, because some fucking girl comes up to me and she goes, "I fucking hate you. You were the worst." She's like, "You were the worst." And I was like, "Right on, bitch." I was like, "I don't give a fuck." And I was like, "Go sit down." And she's like, I just want you to know that I hate you. And you were the worst."
She
And
had
then-
to-
That almost is a compliment.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then she, but
Just
then,
to get that level of reaction
Yeah,
from somebody
She didn't
is
take
like,
time out of
wow.
her good time at
And
the bar
then
to
when
come and tell you that
she went and
Yeah,
sat
dude.
down, I went like this. I pointed at her and I went, "Cry baby, cry baby, cry baby," like that. And she got up and left. And I was like, "Hell yeah, that's how you do it, though, dude. You got to
Hey,
do cool stuff like
You're-
that, right?"
People either love you or hate
Yeah,
you.
that's
how
good.
you want it. You don't want
Fuck
people
it,
middle of
man.
the road your ass.
Yeah, I don't want to be no lame under the radar guy, dude.
Yeah,
I want.
no, you want
but
people
that
to know
was
your
funny,
name.
dude. That was the first time that ever happened, and that was a fucking crazy week because I did real good at Thick Skin Monday. I did good Tuesday at no, it was Scruffy McMurphy's. I did good Tuesday at Scruffy's, and then going on that high, 2 good sets, one at Comedy Works, and then going to the worst fuck set of your life with somebody saying they hate you. I was like, yeah, I hope this is exactly what comedy is about. Up, down, you know what I mean? Yeah. Let's go on a roller coaster ride, dude. Fuck it.
Oh, it's a roller coaster ride like a
I like it.
motherfucker.
I dig it like a motherfucker, dude.
No, there's nothing like it that will give you validation and also validate all of your like bad thoughts in your mind.
Hey, people really...
I kind of like it, though. Actually, and I was thinking this after fucking up at Streets last night. It was like, actually, I felt better in a weird way.
Yeah,
after.
no, I do every time now.
Because, like, I've been
sure.
like writing a lot more. I've been hitting it hard, and I'm just like, everything I'm doing is awesome lately. But that's too much fucking pressure, dude.
Yeah.
So, like, getting out there and having just, like, a night, like, and even the material, like, had just worked a couple minutes before.
Yeah.
It was like, holy shit, it's good again. But then, like, meeting that audience that doesn't give a fuck about you is like, it was a nice feeling to be like, you know what, I don't have to be fucking on it all the time. Like, I don't have to, like, I don't have to take myself so fucking seriously. Like, that was a good moment. Like, I went to bed happy despite, that was one of the worst sets I've had in a very long time.
I had something similar because I was doing pretty good for like a week and a half and like writing a lot and getting into a lot of bits out, and almost all the sets that I was going to were at least like pretty good. And then I went to a mic that I usually do really good at, which was like Pride and Swagger, and I usually do really good there. Mm-hmm. And then this last time, like I did all right, but I wasn't happy with it, and I got all down on myself. And then I went over to some place of like what you're talking about with like a crowd that just doesn't give a fuck about you, and I almost kind of had the same thought where it's just like, man, just sometimes it happens.
Yeah.
And as long as you can like roll the punches and continue like improving, that's all that really matters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and that's the one thing I go for is raising the average. You know, it is just like batting averages. Like no joke works everywhere all the time. Like sometimes the audience just decides they hate you, and there's no digging your way out of that.
Not with the best.
What about shitty hosts too?
Well, yeah,
all around town. I'm not gonna mention names.
Well, no, you don't want to be taken off anybody's list.
I'm already brown balls at Nicolos. Aaron loves me and hates me. That's like, but yeah, dude, I don't know. Some hosts are cool. I'd say just go down the list. I'm over that other shit, jumping around. Like, if you got to do a favor for somebody, call them out on it, too, you know? Like Grayson called me out. I told him I got, like, 15 minutes on my meter. And then he goes like this. He's all, we got to get broke-ass Louie out of here because he only got 5 minutes on his meter. You know, that's cool. No, you know, call me out on it. Perfect. You know what I mean? People do have shows. I understand that. But, man, go down the list. I'm tired of this extra jock. I got friends and this and this and that.
I can understand.
Be there to put your name on the list and to go down the list. We're all going to have a good time, tell some jokes. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd say maybe one problem is they tend to stack a lot of people up front. So, like, some shows you want to kind of go out of order because you want to mix it up. You want it to be a good show for the audience to stick around. They don't always do that, though. They'll do, like, all the veterans up front. So, like, the first hour is pretty good, and then it just, like, takes a sharp dive.
You see it.
And so the audience doesn't really have a reason to stick around. You know, they're getting drunk, they're getting tired, and like most of the people that are going to do good have already gone.
I've been at Roverts where they get through the first 22 people, and then they put somebody like fucking Uncle Paulie or Dr. K on there, dude, and it's like, oh, everybody's done.
They just
like 12 people leave. Like the 12 people that aren't there, that aren't comics, they just get up and boogie and shit, dude. You know, but I've done it all before, dude. I've been the last guy down at like Buzzer with just Christy Buckley and Janaea and Phil. But it's because Phil, I owe him. I got to give him a ride home. That's why he's still there, you know.
And he'll laugh at all your jokes.
Yeah, and he'll laugh at all my jokes. He's cool. Nah, Phil's sharp, bro. I like Phil. He represents I like his style. Like sometimes I feel like a douche when I get up and I go after my set and stuff. And Phil be like, dude, just chill. Let's watch some other guys. You know what I mean? I feel all sad, you know. But fucking then it's like, man, I got other shit I got to do. Or, you know, but Phil likes to hang out. And I dig that, dude. He's real supportive of everybody.
He's supportive of everybody. And that's why I appreciate him. Because there's not, I mean, I understand it because I do it too. Where just like you'll go up and then you got to leave because you got other things. You got another mic to go to, or you got something else going on, and So I do understand it, but it is nice those people like do stick around, and when you can stick around.
Hell yeah. It's like dab time, you guys go ahead and talk. I'm gonna do a dab.
It's been nice lately in January because there's all these New Year's resolution people that aren't burned out yet, and their friends aren't burnt out yet. So they've been bringing big crowds.
Yeah, they have. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I'm gonna go do more open mics this year.
I never thought about that, but yeah, totally.
Yeah, it is, dude. There's been a lot of people.
And
no, Black Buzzard was packed Tuesday, dude. It was packed to the gills,
opposite
dude.
happened. It was like halfway through December, like the first good cold snap that we got. Like everyone started staying home. The people that were out were just like, "Why am I even here?"
Yeah,
it was the total like every show I went to, even like stuff that I've seen crush different rooms before, but they just weren't having it. But then total opposite. January comes around and it's like completely different thing.
With Lincoln Street, what?
That closed.
Well, no. I was gonna ask. Lincoln Street is the first mic you've ever hosted, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the first.
I didn't even get to host there.
Yeah, neither did I. But I mean, not a big deal. It was.
I hosted Tetra. That was fun.
I get a host King is every week.
I did that one
pretty
when it was
much
still
the
a
new
paid
Lincoln
show,
Station.
technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all Lincoln Station was just to hang out. Kind of what I feel, and that's kind of
yeah.
What King
That was
has
actually
become.
so. That was weird. That was like. I don't know if it was just like early enough that all the comics weren't like over it yet. That was like a really fun room considering how few people showed up.
Yeah, right.
But everyone was still laughing and like being supportive and stuff. It was weird.
I think it was.
I heard a couple. I heard a couple
totally
people try to diss that shit, dude, and I was there like, "Oh, look, this person is trying to host." And I was like, "Hey, dude," I was like, "Whoever wants to host could host."
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna go support everything about Denver comedy. I don't give a fuck, dude. I love this shit, dude. You know what I mean?
No, this is my favorite thing in the world. Straight
up, Von Spreck. We all fucking play games. You know, I told Noah to go fuck with Von Spreck last night. Shit.
Well, that's what that fun is like.
Yeah, it's fun, dude. It's fun.
Like
dude.
who was saying? So I saw a Facebook post where somebody was comparing that kind of. I kind of feel this way where people in Denver comedy kind of treat other comics like coworkers. Yeah. And that's not why I got in. I got in this because mostly because I just wanted funnier friends, and the funniest friends are fucking comics. Like you're not gonna laugh as hard as you do when you're hanging out with comics.
Oh shit! When we were high on acid at Torito, we sat out in front of my house for like an hour just laughing, dude.
Just laughing.
Hell yeah, it was tight as fuck.
Dumbest shit, but it made it hilarious.
Well, if you're gonna be on acid, I mean, you can't. There's nothing you can talk about that's not gonna make you giggle. You know, like, what are you gonna? Like, check it out, dude. That car has tires. Fucking tires. Like, you totally will.
Roads.
Oh,
We're driving on the road.
You just like look at a house, but look at that house. It's got a tree in front of it. What are they trying to do?
Save
the tree in front of the guy. Save the earth. Look at my front yard. I'm fucking green. It doesn't have to make sense.
No.
You just
It was dope.
invent an entire story about like the lives of the people that live there. It doesn't matter.
Karen, we're gonna plant a tree to show our support for nature.
Yeah, he's fucking vegan.
Oh yeah, I got a cigarette. Duh.
Do dabs and forget everything.
So how did you find? Because I've hosted, King is the third thing I hosted. Because in Junction, where I started, I hosted a couple shows. Because I hosted a show at the college once, and then I hosted a show at this place called. Doesn't matter what it's called because the owner tried to roofie me, and succeeded, just not in the rate part.
Tried. Well, okay, yeah.
So you're all
Owner
like
did
this?
roofie you.
Yeah, he did roofie me, and
That's
then I woke up at my
cold-blooded,
house.
dude.
My friend saved my life. Yeah. He's like, "You can't drive." So like King is like the third or fourth thing I've hosted, and this is definitely the most consistent. And it's been very different here, because like back there you just get yuppies. Like it's just the regular people from around town. There's literally like, I think the longest show I had, and that's only because I got two friends who had never tried comedy before. I had a 5-person show at the college, and one of them was actually pretty funny. And then the next time that I had him on a show, he deleted all of his notes right before he went on stage, and he didn't remember any of his jokes, and he literally just stood there for a full minute and went, and I've seen that here, but like hosting here is a lot more consistent, and I like have fun with it more here. I feel like I play around a lot more, especially at my mic, because I know not a lot of people are gonna show up. I know it's more of a hangout.
I married him and Batman Monday. Like,
wait, what?
Yeah, me and Trey, this guy I've been seeing, got married because you heard about the proposal at Lions Lair, didn't you?
No.
Dude, so some guy proposed to his girlfriend at fucking Lions Lair. And yeah, just some random guy. Guess he had met her there 7 years before, and then in their relationship, he had gotten in a crazy car accident and went to a vegetative state, and she took care of him for like 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he learned to like be a human being again. And so he brought her back to Lions Lair and proposed to her on stage. And I'm always an upstaging cunt, so I was like, what's the next best thing I can do? Have a wedding. And so yeah, I had a wedding.
I married him and Batman, and it was tight. It was funny.
We got the video. I'm gonna post it on the day of my next open mic. And I'm just gonna be like, some open mics have proposals, but mine has weddings.
Yeah, you need to post it before your next wedding for sure.
Just get married there every week.
We can't figure out how to top it, so we're just doing this. This is a wedding show now.
Oh, Dad, 3 dudes are getting married today.
I'm gonna marry Josue, and he can suck your dick for coke.
That's tight, dude. Cool. I'm down. No, I said I was gonna be a little bit more gay this year, Von Sprecken.
Oh, is that your resolution?
Yeah, I'm gonna let dudes suck my weenie. I'm gonna start with that.
Got it. Everyone starts somewhere, man. You gotta work your way in. You gotta, just put in the time, pay your dues.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just.
Yeah, I'm gonna try the power top for power top bisexual is what I would say.
Yeah.
All right.
Super power top.
I have no idea.
A hairy ass fucking top.
What are you, a cisgender male?
I suppose. Never thought much about it.
I remember saying cis meant you were a sissy, bro.
Yeah,
you get all mad.
But when you put a C on the front of it, it just means that you're regular.
I still don't understand, dude. These kids don't know shit. How old are you, Von Spreck?
28.
28.
Oh, you're older than I am. I didn't know that.
So you two are the same age, and then I got 10 years
26.
on you guys.
Yeah, but you got.
I still got 10 years on both you puppies.
That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
I
look better than you two. Sorry. I fucking introduced tall guy as the retarded Randy Johnson. Can you see that?
I don't know who Randy Johnson is.
He is the big pitcher that hit the pigeon. Him pitching?
Totally baseball.
Oh, Von Spreck's a computer nerd. All right, I get it now.
I'm a couple different kinds.
No,
of
what
nerd,
kind of
but
nerd are you? Not sports?
I feel like I'm like a generalized nerd.
Were you good in
Played
school?
video
Did
games.
you do?
No, I fucked around in school.
Did you? Me too.
Yeah,
I took
wasn't
summer school so I'd graduate.
Yeah,
because I sucked at language.
School.
Because I fucking sucked at language arts, so I would take language arts in summer school. That way, I'd have all my language arts credits come senior year. I didn't even need language arts credits, bro. I fucking just had to take. I had to take 3 classes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm stoned as fuck in my graduation. So good. Oh yeah.
I'm stoned as fuck every day, dude.
He was stoned as fuck at the graduation. He was stoned as fuck at the day of his.
I remember I got kicked out of school 1 week before graduation. No, 2 weeks before graduation, I got kicked out for having a pack of papers on me. And my teacher thought that I was gonna fucking fail out because it was during finals and shit, right? My fucking, a guidance counselor? Mm-hmm. Well, she used to be the dean of girls back in the day, and then the dean of guys was my history teacher. My mom used to go to school when they were the deans because we went to the same high school. Well, anyways, so I got kicked out. I did it sharp. After fucking 3:30, I went there and I took all my finals. Each day I was suspended for 4 days. And I went there and I took all my finals and I fucking graduated, bro. My guidance counselor told me, I didn't think you'd ever pull it off. I said, give me my fucking diploma, bitch. And I walked off stage, dude. I said, fuck you. I was like, give me my diploma, bitch, and I grabbed it from her. I went, yeah, like that. I was like, fuck you, lady.
Dude.
Fuck that bitch,
Dude, you run off a strike, don't you? You just
Yeah,
anybody
dude.
that, like that was the
Hell
other
yeah,
night
dude.
because you were all tired and you were about to leave Stoney's last week, and then Brian was like, "Oh, what? You don't think you're gonna be funnier than me?" And you were
Nah,
just like,
fuck
"Fuck
that
that!
guy."
I'm going on stage
Fuck
now."
that shit, dude. I was like, I'm about to pass out, but fuck you, watch this shit. Hell yeah. Yeah.
That's the mentality you gotta have for sure. You gotta say
Stoney's
fuck the
denying you
people, say
guys.
no.
We're gonna fuck it up over there.
Yeah.
Right after we load this podcast up on Pornhub,
This
Chatterbait.
is a I didn't know this was one of those. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
We uploaded it.
We're gonna put it everywhere, bro.
If I knew
Have
this
you
was
ever
going to be a
did
porn
Anchor?
podcast, we would have shot it in 4K, man. We
Nah,
gotta
dude.
get that.
Nah, bro. We don't got our weenies out. We don't.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
bro. Let's
Sure,
blur
yeah.
that out a
You don't
little
need to see
bit.
my
Yeah.
words.
Yeah.
That took you a second.
Yeah, that's gross, dude.
Oh man.
I bet your dick looks as retarded as you.
It's got an Amish beard on its head.
Yeah, he shaved the cheeks.
It goes. He's got the chin strap on his ball sack,
yeah.
all dirty, and it's all gross. No, let's not talk about Tall Guy's dick no more. Anyways,
Too much detail.
So-
You're getting
so-
too on the point.
so yeah. So Tall Guy got his open mic. I'm gonna have one starting this.
Oh yeah, you're
this
starting.
Sunday.
You've only hosted
On
once.
the 20th. I only hosted Tetra. I was supposed to host it another time, and then it got canceled.
And it got canceled.
All that shit. But, yeah, me and Grambo got one going right up here, 5280 Tavern. It's here in the north side. And this, fuck, man. I'm glad I'm doing it, and I'm glad it's at a shitty bar, because, like I said, I love Lions.
Yeah.
And those kinds of bars, late night.
Dive
You
bars
know,
are
you
the
can
best.
say whatever the fuck you want. Nobody's
takes-
gonna get all sad.
It does take all the pressure
You know what I
off.
mean?
That was
Yeah,
what
dude.
I
I
liked
like
about,
it. Yeah, you're gonna
Lincoln
be telling
Station.
jokes. You're gonna be
That
telling
seemed like a
jokes next to a
bar.
pool table. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's good for comedy. Hopefully, it's good for Denver. I mean, Mythology was right over there too in the north side. I really like that. I like all these little spots that are popping up. Sammy with Monkey Barrel
Monkey
right
Barrel.
over there. Did you go to Monkey Barrel?
Yeah, he did. I beat
the
him
other.
for
Oh
free.
yeah. We all got Transformers things, huh?
We all played Nintendo.
Yeah.
and I was
See, I
so
like to
bad
see-
at it.
Ass.
Yeah,
Diddy
dude.
Kong Racing. Fuck
I'm
that game,
fucking
dude.
best at racing.
Tall Guy sucks, dude.
I'm the best.
That shit's lame, bro. We're gonna pull out James Bond next time. Golden gun, bitch. Pow, pow, pow.
I would lose at that too. Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
It's
I'd
not
win.
gonna do.
Yeah, no, that's shit. I remember that. That's old school for me, dude. You guys
Yeah.
were probably little kids still when I was playing Golden. I was already smoking weed and playing GoldenEye.
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah,
were.
I was playing GoldenEye sober in the morning before school.
Yeah, dude. See, we were getting all stoned and playing. That was the first time you guys met my homeboy Leo with the crutch. You probably. Anyways. So this is good tip for all you children out there too. Okay, the very first time I met my homeboy Leo, we were getting stoned, and he stood up and he dropped his pipe, and it broke. So he scraped all the fucking resin and shit out of that glass pipe and shit, because this is like 95, 96, something like that, you know? And we smoking weed out of a big old bowl bowl in his backyard. And then we go back downstairs and we're playing GoldenEye. We're getting all fucking high. We're playing GoldenEye and shit. And then his dad comes downstairs. And his dad goes like this. The fucking cops are upstairs. Whatever you do, deny everything. So straight up we go upstairs. The cops are like, "Were you guys smoking weed out back?" We're like, "No, we got a cigarette. No weed. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. No, nothing. We denied it. We denied it.
always deny.
And then the fucking radio pops up. Yeah, we got a warrant for James something, and it's their Uncle Jamo.
Oh.
So once they got Uncle Jamo on the hook, they fucking said, "All right, you guys have a good day." And we went back downstairs and played Golden. But deny everything, dude.
Always.
When the 5-0 comes, just say, "I don't know what."
Well,
you're
that's
talking
really
about."
annoying because the first
Yeah.
time I ever got accused of smoking weed, we really were just smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
They didn't fucking believe us at all.
No, there was this time I was in high school, like 17, and we used to go away from my house to smoke weed because the parents
Yeah.
are all there and stuff. And so we're sitting over here on this hill, right by this park in the middle of the night, and we're smoking weed right there, and we see this fucking security guard. What the fuck?
You got ads on your shit.
Yeah, I know, it's retarded. That was the first one that had sound. But anyways, so we're up on this hill, and we're smoking weed, and all of a sudden we see this light flashing towards us from these buildings across the way, and it's a security guard, and he's just fucking flashing his lights, and we're like, what the fuck? And so we go up the hill to like go leave. We're done smoking and stuff, and as we're going to the other side of the fucking hill, we see these other flashlights going up the hill, and we're like, what the hell? And we peek over the side, and we see cops. And we book it the other way, like hauling ass. And we get to the bottom of the other side of the hill, and a cop car rolls up on us, and we're stoned as fuck. And this is like right when I started smoking weed, so I was stoned. Like when you're first starting, you get stoned as a gravel road, stoned. and like we go over to him, and he's like, "Hey guys, what are you guys doing over there?" And I was like, I'm just showing my cousin this fucking park over here and shit. And they're like, you know that park's closed? I'm like, yeah, but we're just walking in the middle of the night. Like, just making up excuses, just lying our asses off. And I'm fucking sitting there swinging in the wind like a building and just like high as shit on my bike. And I'm holding the weed. My soon-to-be stepbrother is fucking like sitting there clean as a whistle. And we're just like, yeah, we just made up a bunch of stuff. Denied. Never got it. And then, yeah, same thing. We heard their radio go off, and they're like, all right, you guys are free to go. But the reason that they had stopped us and the reason the security guard called is because there were people that had been sitting up on that hill shooting out the windows in the office buildings with paintball guns and shit. Yeah. So we just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. They see that we didn't have guns, and yeah.
Yeah, I was lucky. You guys, as long as you're not in paintball gear.
Yeah, exactly.
I wonder if they caught those guys and how that went down.
Yeah,
You ever got busted by
What are you guys doing tonight? Like, oh, just playing a little night paintball.
You ever get busted by the 5-0 on Spreck?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right,
When I was
statute
a
of limitation
kid-
up or no?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
Sorry.
when I was a kid, I ran away from home a little bit, and I got brought back in handcuffs. Yeah.
Damn.
So that was kind of cool. They found a knife on me, but they just kind of confiscated it. So I had I grew up in the whitest fucking suburbs, dude. It was like the.
Or did you grow up here in Colorado?
It was down in Parker. And
Oh,
I had
Parker.
like a 4-inch, like not a switchblade, but like the stiletto, like the really thin.
Yeah.
You know where
I did not need it for anything other than like look at this cool fucking knife. You know where that was my whole.
You know where
fucking
Parker
life.
Valley Hope is at? The
Yeah,
rehab
rehab. Totally. I
Yeah,
had a
that's
friend
where
that
my
worked
dad
there.
went to rehab.
Very nice.
Yeah,
very,
that's
very classy. Classy
Straight
establishment.
up, yeah, you know, volleyball.
Have you ever gotten hit as an adult by the cops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically. Yeah. I was brought to the hospital by police. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that story. You don't want to make that
No,
public.
yeah, that was a whole other thing.
Yeah.
What else?
I got away with a lot of shit.
Yeah, that's for everything you get caught
Yeah,
for.
dude.
There's like 10,000.
No, that's
that you
like
could've-
for real. I never got busted with weed or nothing. Well, I got busted with weed, but I never got like tickets or shit like that.
I got one ticket for a bong that wasn't even mine.
No, I got tickets.
Which is so crazy.
I got
because
tickets.
of all the shit I did as a kid.
I got a ticket. The only time I got a ticket was when I got busted by the drug stemming horse. Right?
Still don't know that story.
So, anyways, I got tickets for that, but I remember when I graduated high school, you guys, I fucking rolled up a fucking whole ounce of weed in a big old fat joint like this.
What the fuck?
And it was huge,
That
dude.
just seems
And I had
impractical.
It is. I've done it too. It's
Yeah,
very
it's-
impractical.
Nah, dude, it's and I had an old Ford LTD, right? And the homeboy Tomas that lived behind me, and the homeboy Danny Elizondo that lived right up the street right here, we went and we smoked it behind this church over there, right up here on 52nd in like almost Zunai. There's this abandoned church. Well, it's always been abandoned, but you could drive behind it back in the day. And I remember sitting next to the church, parked way in the back so nobody could see us. And we smoked that whole fucking joint all the way down to nothing, dude.
Shit.
And we had my fucking Ford LTD. It's like a white man's Cadillac, like a Ford Cadillac. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's a huge car. And fucking we had that shit chonged the fuck out. I couldn't even see the homeboy Danny Elizondo in the back. So we go to leave. I crack the windows like this. I say, let's see how long it takes to fucking get all this smoke out. You know what I mean? So we crack the windows like this. and we go to take off, and fucking woo, the 5-0 comes up, dude. And
Did you try denying everything?
we tried, dude. There was no denying that shit. Them cops open the doors and they're like, "Whoo!"
Officer, I'm a sovereign citizen. You can't tell me what to do with my truck.
Nah, dude, I was a kid. You can even ask my mom. She had to go get me that night. My mom, the cop goes, "We're going to call your mom to come get you." And I was like, "Nah, don't call my mom." And then she ended up they called my mom. She drove up the road up there to get me, right? And she's like, "What the fuck are you doing, you stupid motherfucker? And you two other motherfuckers." She's talking shit to my friends. My mom's dope, dude. I laugh so hard. She's looking at us right now.
Just remembering.
You remember that, Mom? No? She's not talking. She remembers. But yeah, man, I remember I got home. She slapped the shit out of me. Like, no, but yeah, I didn't get a ticket or nothing, but the cops did call my mommy that night, and she had to go pick us up.
They saw her, and she's like, anything she does is going to be way worse than what we do.
Yeah, and they're like, she's going to whoop his ass and his friends. But yeah, no, it was fun, dude. I can't believe I got away with that shit, dude. That joint was this big, Mom. It was this my mom was staring at us crazy. It was cool. All right. Yeah, man. I clown, dude. I can't believe I got away with that shit, dude.
No, there's stuff. Well, and like the only time I got caught was with a broken pipe. That's the only time I've ever been arrested. Is because of a broken pipe in my car. And I got accused of rape by the cops in the same night on the same truck. Yeah, you never heard that story? I never told you that story? I was over at my friend's house at a party, and my girlfriend was there, and the guy who was running the party, Stoney, that guy that I told you about.
I went to middle school with this guy, Stoney.
Yeah, dude. No, this guy knows Stoney. This guy's this older guy that I knew in Aztec that like would hang out with all the skater people and like skate and shit, and he was fucking badass. But we had a party over at his house, and he had a really fucking fat, nasty girlfriend. And she got super trashed super early. And me and my girlfriend are sitting in the back of my truck, and she comes crawling up drunk as fuck, rolls in the back of the car, and she's like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, this drunk bitch," and I jump out of the car. And while I'm gone, she's like, "I want to eat your pussy," to my girlfriend. And my girlfriend's like, "No, I'm on my period right now." And the girl's like, "That don't matter. I like blood." And fucking girlfriend ducks the fuck out, jumps out, and comes to me, and an hour goes by, and we need to go get food and get some hot dogs. And I'm too drunk to drive, and my girlfriend isn't, so we're like, all right, let's go get my truck. The girl's still passed out in the bed of my truck, fucking with her pants below her ass. Ooh. And yeah, so we hop in the, she's too fat to get out too. I can't just pick her up like I could, like, you know, a nicely sized woman. And but like, so we just put her in the back and push her in as much as possible, and shuts the bed gate.
You didn't pull her pants up?
I wasn't gonna touch down there. That's gross.
Get your girl. I don't know, man.
We put a blanket over her. We put a blanket over. No, we weren't.
You can't just drive around with a pants.
No, yeah, no. The blanket was over her.
Yeah.
That was the one thing we did do that for her, but I wasn't gonna go down there. But so we go to Safeway with this girl in the back of our truck because we can't get her out, and we get into Safeway, and where does my girlfriend park? But right next to some cops, like. They're over here, we're right here, and it's an empty parking lot. Like, stupid as fuck. And then she gets out, and she adjusts the fucking blanket in the back, all suspicious as fuck. So, we go in the thing, I see the cops starting to get out, and they're already going towards my truck to look at it, and I'm like, well, this is going to be a thing. I already know that. And so, I go inside, and I give my girlfriend my pipe, because she's got big titties, so she puts them under them. And I come back out, and right in the front of the store is a cop. And I'm like, hey, what's up? You wanted to talk to me, I'm guessing. And he's like,
that's not how you start a conversation with the police. I don't know what it was, but it was me. Like, what the fuck are you? Yeah. That's not how you...
Deny, fool, deny, sucked it.
No, I didn't admit
You don't
to
even know
anything,
what
but I knew that he was gonna talk to me. I got out of the truck. They saw me get out of the truck. I'm dead to rights, somewhat. Like I knew what was going on, and so they take me to the truck, and they're like all questioning me, and I'm lying to them because I'm just like saying, I got her from a party. I just went to go pick her up, and blah blah blah. And I'm not driving. My girlfriend's driving. My girlfriend's still in the store. And I'm talking to these guys, and the entire time that I'm talking to these guys, I see my two friends that had gotten a ride with me that are standing there, my girlfriend and my other friend, and they literally look left, look right, and then just walk away.
I've had that happen so many times, dude. When one group of friends is supposed to meet up with another for whatever reason, and the cops are already there, and you're just like, actually, I was on my way somewhere else.
But so the guy has to search my truck, and he goes to search my truck, and I let him search my truck because I just thought that nothing was in there.
Never do that either.
Well, I didn't think anything was in there.
Someone else could have left some
I do
shit
not
there,
consent to searches.
I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
This was the
No
first time
illegal
learning
searches or
experiences.
seizures,
I was a
man.
Mormon kid. I had never dealt with cops in this way before, so this was a new learning experience.
Oh, see, I told you he's Mormon too, just like you.
No, I'm not
Sorry,
really.
no.
But so he finds the pipe, and the moment he finds the pipe, he's like, all right, gets me in handcuffs, put me in the back of the car.
Wait, where was this?
In Aztec, New Mexico.
Okay.
And I'm sitting in the back of the truck, and I pull out my phone, and I don't know what this drunk bitch is going to say, so I text people at the party. I'm like, get the fuck out. There's cops might be coming. And so for like 15 minutes pass by, and all of a sudden, fucking fire trucks, paramedics show up, all this stuff. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just for a fucking broken pipe? Are you serious? And I didn't know that they were testing a rape kit on the girl. So they tested a rape kit, and they come back to me, and they pull me out, and they're like, you're lucky that you didn't, or they didn't pull me out, they kept me in the car because they're still taking me to jail later. And so they're just like, you're lucky that you didn't do anything to her, and I was like, yeah, wait, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I didn't know, I didn't realize what the fuck was going on. And they're like, yeah, the only reason we knew that you didn't do anything is because you still had a tampon in. And I was just like, Jesus Christ. Okay, well, I got off free. And then they took me to jail, and then for the rest of the night, until like 3 a.m. when I got posted out by a bail bondsman, I got to lay next to a guy who was coming down off a heavy dose of meth. Very, very, like, he was up for like 6 days, he even told me. He was sitting there shaking, and he's just like, I've been up for 6 days, man. And then he'd go over, fuck you, Ad. Dick monkey, but yeah. So that's when I was accused of rape by the police, and a broken pipe was found in my car.
Good move putting that tampon back in.
We'll edit that part out. We'll edit that out.
Nah, no, we won't. That's a horrible joke.
There's the line to end it on. Well, you guys ready to get over to Stoney's?
Shit, we could almost make it to Violet's.
It's been an hour.
Well, yeah, but then we're gonna go on
started
super late
at
at Stoney's. It really
No,
just goes
you don't
I'm
Stoney's.
gonna be
nothing.
on super late at Stoney's anyway.
While we're still recording, I want to show Von Spreck this crazy fucking some black guy show.
Oh, you wanna show?
Is it called?
The-
Some
Yeah,
Black
we'll
Guy
edit
Show,
this.
or is
Yeah,
that something you
this
called
is this is what it's on. It's on YouTubers.
YouTubers.
You don't know nothing about YouTubers?
Vape clerk versus MAGA bro. This is the dumbest shit ever.
He looks familiar.
Victory.
Make America vape again.
Yo, what's going on, dude? So I've been working.
Yeah,
on
you can end it right there when I
just kinda
did
put
that
aside
fucking rape joke.
because things happen, and I thought I wanted to do something in the meantime, and I asked you, beautiful, lovely people, what I should talk about, something you want me to react to, or whatever. And you guys were like, that Trump vape thingy, like the vape guy freaking out on the dude wearing a Trump hat. And I haven't even seen it. Because to be honest, I didn't care. I was like, oh yeah. It happens so frequently with people freaking out about Trump, and I've covered some of the bigger ones. We're all gonna watch it together. If you guys have seen it, whatever. First time, hopefully you've seen it for the
What do you watch on YouTube? Science Channel?
A lot of things. Nerd Writer's really good.
What? Nerd what?
Nerd Rider's pretty good. I watch every frame's of painting a lot. Things like that.
Kurz gesagt.
What?
It's education.
I watch Donut Operator. Have you ever seen that shit? That shit's dope, bro.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Call the police, you know? That's gonna be good. You know, get it all nice and escalated for this really mundane situation.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. You know, we can call Fox 5 and all sorts of stuff. I'd like to too.
We call Von Spreck.
I am looking forward to releasing.
Got Von Spreck. Yo, get your camera, son.
Wait, so is this like a vape store?
Yeah. And he's like kicking him out because he has a MAGA shirt.
Every day we looked up at the ceiling, watching ceiling fans go round, trying to catch that feeling. I'm instrumental. Had my
Look who it is.
I don't know. And maybe I just want to hear it because, you know.
Hey, what's up, Hassan?
Hello?
What are you
What up,
doing,
man?
dude?
I just got off work.
Oh, cool. We're podcasting right now. You're on the podcast.
For sure, man.
What are you doing?
I just got off work, man. I gotta go home.
All right. What are you? You're not going to go to Stoney's tonight?
Nah, I'm going to Three Kings